Well, if you've been sending us your questions about COVID-19, we have been committed to getting you answers. And that's why George has been asking your questions to a physician who is up on the latest research. George?
Yeah, and Katie, that's Dr. Brian McDonough. He's the chief medical contributor for CBS Radio. A viewer wanted to know what the value is in wearing a homemade mask or bandana around the face when out in public, and what a homemade mask should be made of.
A lot of us are taking the CDC recommendations seriously. We see people being interviewed on television wearing protective masks. The reporters, too, have donned them. But the CDC has made it clear authorities don't want us collecting the personal protective gear used by medical professionals. They'd rather we make it ourselves.
What should we make our mask out of?
Well, I think anything you make it out of is fine. It could be a cloth, a material. You have to realize this is not a perfect protection, not even close to perfect. But what they're thinking is you have a decreased chance of spreading the virus to others, too, when you're wearing this. Because if what we've seen through numerous studies and reports is that even when you're talking, it goes about 2 feet out, the virus. If you sneeze or cough and you don't do it properly, it can go 6 feet out. That's why we have the 6-foot distance. So this actually keeps you from coughing or sneezing or even speaking and getting fluid on other people, because it's that inhalation that's so tough.
The doctor's of the belief that we should all conduct ourselves as though we are carrying the virus and make efforts not to spread it to anyone else.
Okay, so the CDC's recommendation is that our cloth mask fit snugly but comfortably against the face, be secured with ties or ear loops, and include multiple layers. So, Katie, the bandanas that some of us are wearing around our faces, better than nothing, but certainly not up to CDC guidelines.
Yeah, I know. I had one on this morning and it kept falling down. Just don't always fit. Thanks, George. And just to be clear, if you are outside away from others, maybe you're hiking, biking, or riding your bicycle, the CDC isn't saying you should wear a face mask. Cloth face covering should be worn in situations where physical distancing is difficult to maintain, for instance, the grocery store or the pharmacy.